Welcome to the Good Games Podcast, episode number 160. This is a show where we talk about video games and game-related things. My name is Frank from Ponmento, and I'm your host. And as always, I'm joined by the co-host of the show, Alex Nunez. What's up, man?
What's up? How dare you ask me such a question? There's so much craziness going on. I'm so glad for one, we don't get to do this a whole lot, but I'm so glad we have an entire episode dedicated to the Destiny 2 beta. Oh my God, Frank, I'm playing so much Destiny 2. It's been going on. Oh my God, we get to do a whole episode. We both played.
That's a little premature. That's a little premature. What? It's probably going to be a few episodes from now before we can do that.
I thought we had it in the schedule for Destiny 2, like right now.
I know the beta. I know the beta. I know the beta's this weekend, and I know you're excited, but you know it hasn't happened yet. You got to play it first, and then you got to let us know how it is, and then maybe you can spend an entire segment, if you please, to playing the beta.
But it's live. It's live right now.
Don't worry, man. You'll get your time. You'll get your time.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I think our spirits are up for a different reason, though, because Christmas came in July again this year, and so we have two Christmases this year. Or two non-denominational holidays, I should say. I should be more sensitive about that.
Sure.
So, Evo happened this past weekend.
Oh yeah, that
Evo,
thing.
That thing?
Yeah,
how
thing.
Dare you?
What?
That thing? How dare you? This is like our Super Bowl.
It is.
Like this, it happened. It happened this past weekend, and oh man.
Just a roller coaster of emotions. Holy shit.
Yeah. I have so much I want to say, but you know what? What better way to say it than let's just go. Let's just do it, man. Let's just go into it. Let's just start.
I will say that I made a mistake.
What did you make a mistake with?
I made with certain snacks that I got. I thought it was a good idea to get a 2-pound bag of gummy bears for the weekend.
Oh my God, 2 pounds, Jesus!
I was
Christ.
like, that's a lot of gummy bears. I could kill that in like maybe a month or so, and it's like 95% done.
What? You ate a pound and you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mistakes were made.
How are you feeling?
Feeling all right now, but yeah, there were some questionable moments.
There were some dark times.
Yes, a little bit.
Some hazy moments.
Yeah. It's too easy to just grab a handful and be like, oh, hey, I don't have any more gummy bears. There's a whole nother bag still there. Plenty more scoops to go. Yeah.
Well, I hope you were drinking like water or something.
Plenty of fluids. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes, water. Yep. Had water in it somehow, somewhere. Yeah.
Indeed, yes. You could say that.
All right. So while you're hopefully recovering from that travesty, God, that's a lot of gummy bears.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, it wasn't only gummy bears, but yes, it was a lot of gummy bears.
Well, so hopefully you can recover from that travesty enough. I'll be starting us off, and I'll be talking for a bit, so you'll have time to actually, have your stomach settle and ease into things.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's your time to talk, man, I hope you'll be all right.
I'm fine. I'm good.
All right. So let's start with Evo 2017. Let's start with all the craziness that went down. So we're gonna go in the order of the finals of the games that had their finals premiere on certain days. So we're just basically gonna go in that order. So I'm gonna start us off, and I'm gonna start us off with King of Fighters 14. And Alex,
yeah,
this was such a stressful way to start.
Yeah,
like this event, the finals were every single match was a nail biter.
Yeah, I saw all of top 8. King of Fighters 14 was probably one of my favorite top 8s this year.
Yeah, me too. I'd have to say for me it was second place. As far as the top 8, like holy shit,
it was insanity.
Every single match was a nail biter. It was back and forth all the time, the whole time.
From the first match, I was like, I don't know if I can take like 2 hours of this. This is insanity. I can't.
And we had to take 2 hours of it. It was crazy talk. It was crazy bananas.
Yeah.
So the King of Fighters 14 was the first set of finals to premiere at EVO this year. So we're just gonna go right into top 8. And we're just going to talk about who placed what, and I'm just going to talk about like highlights that I saw in the matches and stuff. So we have tied for 7th place, we have Reynolds. And first, before I even go into the people who placed, I'm going to say the MVPs, or as far as characters, were Meiten-kun, Benimaru, and I have to say Iori. Like, what? Yeah.
I was going to say, what about my boy Daimon?
Goro, I mean, he won it. He won it all. He won it all. But like, I mean, Meiten-kun, like everybody was using Meiten-kun. Practically everybody's using Meiten-kun. And it's surprising too, because that character, like no one used Meiten-kun when the game first came out. And then like, I guess people found stuff out.
Yeah.
And it's just all about that pillow zoning. So yeah, Meiten-kun, Benimaru, everybody used Benimaru too, because Benimaru was so good. And yeah, I thought Iori, because like if you saw an Iori on the screen, it was just mayhem. It was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Goro Daimon won it all. But anyway, so getting back to the placement. So tied for 8th place, you have Reynolds. And also tied for 8th place, you have, or 7th place, I should say, you have M-Dash. And then tied for 5th place, you have White Ash X. And also tied for 5th place, you have Paco.
I was rooting for Paco.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Man, I was going for, well, I'll keep going and then I'll say who I was going for. So in 4th place, you have ZJZ. And in 3rd place, you have Luis Cha. 2nd place, you have Xiao Hai, who everybody knows Xiao Hai if you've watched any KOF. Like he's been in he's always been in top 8.
Always a big competitor in Street Fighter as well.
Yeah. And the winner was E.T. And E.T. E.T. won with Goro, and he won in like the most ridiculous way. It was just like so sudden. It was a counter grab super, and I'm like, oh, no, what? Yo, and right before that too, I think he did a level 2 grab special to take off like half the life, because he was losing the final match for a little bit, and then he did a level 2 special that took off 50% of the life of the opponent and of Xiao Hai, and then all of a sudden that grab special came out of nowhere. I'm like, what is happening? But anyway, I gotta say, the grand finals and the match between, I believe it was Luis Cha. Well, Luis Cha, first of all, I was like so surprised that he made it so far. You know, he was one of the few non-Asian competitors. And
he knocked Xiao Hai into losers right off the bat.
I know.
Like, okay, this is the first match, and fucking Xiao Hai is like the favorite to win it, and has been like very cocky on social media, saying like, "Oh, hey, Frank, free money. Thank you, SNK, for adding money to this pot bonus." Yeah,
and Luis Cha. Everybody thought like it was gonna be like, you know, like it's just like, you know, just call it as it is, and you know, Luis Cha goes up against Xiao Hai, his first match. Everybody thought, all right, Luis Cha is gonna be knocked in the losers. And then, you know, we'll see how he does from there. But no, Luis Cha wasn't doing so great at first. But then, that was only at first. But then something, I don't know what happened. He was playing like a crazy person. And he actually beat Xiao Hai, knocking Xiao Hai into losers. And Xiao Hai had to fight his way all the way back up.
Yeah.
And it was craziness. So Luis Cha was in winners, like from the get-go. It's like, God, okay, let's do that. Why not? So yeah, so like pretty much every match with Luis Cha was amazing. I was just like, oh, okay,
yeah.
I'm not going to underestimate anyone ever again, and I think that's actually the farthest like a non-Asian competitor has gotten in any King of Fighters Evo tournament.
Isn't ET from the US though, or some other country? Not necessarily an Asian country.
No, he's not. Is he Korean?
I'm not sure. I thought he was from like
sure.
the Western Hemisphere.
That's possible. I got to double check
I'm
that.
not sure. Yeah.
But yeah. So any match with Luis Cha was awesome. Any match with M Dash was had a really good showing. Reynolds was also really good, and I mean ET was just kind of dominating though. It was but I'm not gonna say kind of dominating. I'm just gonna say he looked really good. He looked like the best out of everybody to me. He performed the best out of everyone to me, and obviously because he won. But I'm gonna just go back and say every single match in top 8 was stressful as hell. I couldn't take it. My heart was like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah, it was.
Can't do this.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So.
Oh, actually, I want to correct myself. ET is from Taiwan.
Taiwan. Okay. So, yeah, KOF 14 was super crazy this year. I like I said, I think I was second place for like the most hype in the entire tournament. Like it was craziness.
Yeah.
My heart.
it was intense, man. It was fucking crazy. I can only imagine how much harder it was for the players though too, because the entirety of the KOF tournament was in that one day on Friday.
Yep.
So it was like they were playing from like, I don't know, 10 a.m.
Pools. Yeah, they were playing from pools all the way up till I think they ended off at, I want to say
at least 10 p.m.
Yeah, 10 p.m. Western Pacific Standard Time, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so they were. Yeah, and you could tell even the commentators at some point were saying like, you could see fatigue setting in with a lot of these players because they're playing like weirdos. They're playing like weird people right now because they were doing things and they were falling for things that like they just normally shouldn't happen.
Yeah, like weird jobs
at that level.
That you wouldn't expect from those players. Xiaohai in particular looked also kind of like just physically exhausted. So I wonder.
It was a lot. It was a long day.
Yeah,
it was a long day. It was pretty much like 12 hours straight of playing.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious now. What would have happened if they got to do grand finals?
If they got rest
on a different day. Yeah, like if they could get a chance to mentally recharge at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not discounting Luis Cha, but I think Luis Cha took advantage. He could have Xiaohai could have just been like you said, Xiaohai had some weird drops and he wasn't playing like to his best. And yeah, maybe Luis Cha just found the advantage with that because Xiaohai was good at first, but with that match, but then Luis Cha just took over.
Yeah. So. I was definitely rooting against Xiaohai because everyone loves the underdog story, but still, like at the end of it, he was just like. He beat everybody else. Well, he beat everybody else in his bracket to come right back up to losers final. But yeah, like that loss hurt him. You could see.
Yeah, and I think I woke him up too. I woke him up if anything. But yeah, KOF 14 was so stressful and stressful in a good way. I was just like, this is amazing, and I'm like, this is the first set of finals. I'm like, what's next?
Yeah,
God, and I'll tell you what's next. What's next is Guilty Gear, Exard, Revelator 2. Well, KOF 14 was stressful as hell. Guilty Gear Exard was just, business as usual.
That's kind of what I heard. I heard actually the semis leading up or narrowing down to top 8 was probably better.
Yeah. They were a little more intense because there was more variety in the players.
Okay.
But yeah, honestly, top 8 for Guilty Gear Exard. So let me tell you top 8. So tied for 7th place you have 310 as well as Teresa. Tied for 5th place you have Kazunoko, and people know Kazunoko for Street Fighter play as well. And also tied for 5th is Pure. In 4th place you have Nagi. In 3rd place you have Samito. In 2nd place you have T5M7. And in 1st place, I mean, no big surprise here, you have Omito.
Okay.
I'm just going to say Omito dominated the tournament. Like clear domination. It was really bad. Like there were players in top 8 that like said before they started the top 8 or they got to top 8 said, I don't want to fight Omito. Like, damn. I don't want to fight him because domination. Like, it was really sad. He made everybody look like look like punks, like just trash. Like he's on another level from everyone else in this top 8. And don't get me wrong, all the top 8 players are amazing players doing shit that you would never think of. And nope, he dominated everybody. He actually almost went through the entire tournament with a flawless victory, but he lost only one set the entire tournament, and that was to T5M7, who came in second place with his Leo. Yeah, but Guilty Gear Xrd, I'm just gonna say it was business as usual. It was not that exciting to see Omito just crush the competition, and I'm just like, wow, this is not cool. Like they are, he's perfecting a lot of the people there. And one thing I always liked about Guilty Gear is the variety in the characters. Like, there's so much that you can do with each character, and every character is so weirdly different from one another and just weird in general. And it works, somehow you find that character that kind of gels with you,
Yeah.
But yeah, Omito is using Johnny again, and he just destroyed everybody. It was pretty bad. So that was.
It is kind of cool that there was no repeat characters in top 8. So the character variety is very up there.
Yeah, that actually surprised the hell out of me too. Because I thought everybody would be picking Johnny, and Chip also got like buffed like crazy for Rev 2. And there was one Chip user, Samito, that used Chip, but yeah, and he came in third place. But yeah, Johnny still best character in the game. And Omito just uses him to a level you're like, fuck, like completely like just way above everybody else, like in skill level. You can see it even if you don't know what the hell you're looking at. You saw like he was just crushing everyone. Jeez. It was not good. It was not good. It didn't make for a very exciting top 8. But like you said, yes, some of the matches leading up to the semis leading up to the top 8 were a lot more exciting because there were more variety in players.
Yeah.
There. And I'm surprised that there was only one Raven that made it, because Raven is a very popular character, and Kazunoko was the only one in top 8 that used Raven. But
I think the reason he uses Raven is that, according to Kazunoko, Raven is broken.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like he has. It's because of two moves. To me particularly, I think it's because of two moves he has. He has this fireball.
Yeah.
That stays on screen for way too long of a time. And the thing is, in the middle of that fireball, he can also do other special attacks. So, that's generally not the rule. Yeah. Like, like if there's a fireball still, like if there's a special move still on screen, if it's like a sonic boom, or you can't do another special move while it's still present.
Yeah.
And he can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, especially like it stays out there so fucking long. And so he has grab setups off of it. He can do mix-ups with it. He can do like unblockable setups. It's just really bad.
Yeah, it's
like that fireball alone is just, oh my God. It stays out way too long. I'm like, all right, this has got to stop. So
yeah, it's a weird mechanic for sure, because he throws it out there, it goes out far, and even if you block it, you're stuck there. You can't do shit.
Yeah, and that's where the grab setup. That's the grab setups or unblockable setups come in.
Mm-hmm.
Those mix-ups, man. And Guilty Gear is a lot. Like, there are a lot of characters that focus just on mix-ups, and Johnny is like one of those characters. So if your mix-ups are good, then forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. You can do all the faultless defensing. You'll get caught by an overhead or a low when you should be getting caught by like a high, or you'll get caught in the same spot. And it's just, Raven is broken. I think he is broken, but he is. I was surprised. That's why I was surprised that only one of them made it, to top 8. But Kazunoko did a good job. He did a really good job, and considering he was in top 8 in two of the tournaments this year. So
I think the only player to do so this year as well.
Yep. So, he was probably trying to go for like that world record of winning 2 Evo tournaments in the same year. Like, but yeah, Guilty Gear Xrd, great game. great matches leading up to top 8, but top 8 was just domination. I hate to say it, but it just was. It was not fun to watch. It was just Omito curb stomping everybody.
Yeah.
And yeah. Damn. So all right. So I'm done for a little while.
All right.
Hopefully Alex's stomach is recovered from that bladder buster of a weekend that he had. So Alex is going to go ahead and talk about what games up first for you.
Well, first up is Injustice 2.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, first year at EVO, of course. And here's how top 8 ended up for Tekken, or for Injustice 2. Tied for 7th place was Tekken Master. He was using Black Adam, Atrocitus, and Brainiac. And then also DR Gross was playing Green Lantern and Black Adam. I was actually surprised to see some Dominican Republic representation in Injustice 2. It's kind of rare. I see other Dominican players outside of like Street Fighter or something.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just not paying attention, but yeah.
No, I'm sure they're in there. Maybe they just didn't place very high.
Yeah.
You know?
It was cool to see that. I was like, oh yeah, I recognize that flag. Shit, let's go. Tied for 5th. This was a surprise. Upset City. Sonic Fox.
Wow.
Sonic
Fox. Favorite.
The favorite for like all NRS games, like Into Infinity. Like Jesus Christ, like this kid was, no one could stop him. And somebody found out how to stop him.
Nice.
Yeah, Sonic Fox.
not so nice. I saw him at E3 actually. I saw him doing the Injustice 2 tournament over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like this dude's been like just wrecking shop all over the place.
Yeah.
With NRS games, and I guess like you said, somebody found a way.
The cheeky bastard tweeted after the fact that I lost my first Evo. I'm like, yo, are you serious?
Shut up.
Shut the fuck
up. Shut up. How many championships do you have at Evo? Like 3?
I don't know. How many did I go to? Let's see.
That many. I lost my first Evo. Shut up. Stop it. People work hard to get there.
Yeah.
People work hard to get there. You make it sound so easy.
For real. And he made it look so easy. But yeah, now it seems like people have caught up to him. So yeah, Sonic Fox tied for 5th. He was using Red Hood, I think pretty much the entire tournament, but until he got put on notice, he switched to Black Adam, and that still didn't work out for him, unfortunately. Also tied for 5th was Hayate, using Robin and Batman. 4th place, you got Semige, who's using Catwoman. 3rd place, we have Theo, who's using Superman. 2nd place was Honeybee, using The Flash and Aquaman. And then the 2017 Injustice 2 EVO champion is Dragon, who's rocking that Aquaman and occasionally the Poison Ivy.
Interesting.
But yeah, that first match, which was, I think, winner's match to start off top 8 was Sonic Fox versus Honeybee. Honeybee put Sonic Fox in losers, and I was losing my fucking mind. I'm like, holy shit.
The tables have turned. You lost. Not only did you lose your first Evo, you lost your first match in top 8.
Yeah, I was like,
you probably only won one more match after that, right? In losers.
I don't know if he won any other matches, but he definitely got killed in losers by Semige, who was using Catwoman. But yeah, I was like, holy crap! I didn't believe it. Especially because you're using Red Hood. I don't know how good Red Hood is. He's like the recent DLC character.
Yeah.
And I myself was kind of scared. Like, is this going to be another Batgirl situation? Because that year in Injustice 1, right when Batgirl came out, apparently she was fucking disgusting, and he just cleaned shop with Batgirl.
Yeah.
And I was kind of thinking like, oh, what if the same thing happens with Red Hood? Because he's talking a lot about Red Hood. But it didn't happen. And yeah, I think that was the first time when he fought Honeybee in top 8. He was down in the set, and he's like, okay, I can't do it Red Hood. Gotta change to another top tier character, and he picked Black Adam. But yeah, Honeybee is nasty. I don't know if you've seen it online, but there was a video going around about this insane comeback with using the Flash, and that was Honeybee.
Oh, that's right.
Like he was down.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, he was down. He was down pretty much to like, I would say like an eighth of his bar, his second bar.
Yeah, and the opponent had their first bar, I think, still.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah, that was him. So yeah, making that comeback was he's seen that sort of thing before from him. So I was like, holy shit, was not expecting that kind of a comeback though. But he unfortunately didn't make it all the way. But that went to Dragon, who every time I see him, he like looks like 12 years old. I'm like, this kid is playing these games with these other people. It's like another Sonic Fox. What the fuck is going on? But yeah, Dragon. He was using Aquaman, which was like he's kind of top of the tier. He's not great. I don't know. He's not fun to watch because he feels very cheap because he's got this move that comes out from under the ground where like this kraken will like grab you with its tentacles and it tracks you. So there's no way you can really escape. You just have to block it and kind of dash in, and it looks annoying. It's I don't know. It's a thing with the NRS games. There's always one character that's kind of like sort of broken in that way where they can just spam shit and you can't do anything about it. But
yeah.
But occasionally he did use Poison Ivy, which is a much more interesting character. But yeah, Aquaman. There was a lot of Aquaman at the end of this tournament. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But yeah,
characters available to be used.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I think one of the criticisms for the first Injustice was that like NetherRealm Studios was like overpatching the game and not letting it just sit for a little bit,
right,
just to see what the meta evolves into.
Yeah, not letting the meta develop.
Yeah. So with Injustice 2, they've thankfully been hands off. So I don't know how much longer they're going to wait to make some changes. But I don't know. I feel like maybe Aquaman needs to be taken down a little bit because he was pretty good also in the first Injustice, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that was pretty much Injustice 2. Yeah, the most exciting thing for me was just seeing Sonic Fox get knocked down. I kind of wanted to see Tekken Master go further because he was the guy that kind of made Sonic Fox take off his hat last year at Injustice 2, and right, he was second place there. But yeah, I was kind of seeing. I don't know if it's just the character Atrocitus is not that good. He mains him, but he's also got different characters on deck. So I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, that was Injustice 2 top 8. And then I think next up is Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Oh
yeah, there was a little bit of drama leading up to this, but I'll get to that later. But let's go over top 8 for Melee. In 7th place, we have The Moon. We're using Marth. Also tied for 7th was SFAT using Fox. Tied for 5th was Plup using Sheik and Fox. And Lucky also tied for 5th using Fox. 4th place is Mewtwo King using Marth, Sheik, and Fox. 3rd place, Liquid Hungry Box using Jigglypuff.
Champion has been dethroned.
Mm-hmm.
After trying so hard so many years to get to win, he finally did last year, but
yeah,
he's back in 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Guess it was someone else's turn. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of upsets this year. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
2nd place for Melee, Mango. He's using Fox and Falco.
Mango, who beat Hungry Box year after year.
Yeah. I forget if I think he won the first Evo that Melee was there.
Yeah, he won the first one, and then I don't think he won again for a little while, and then he won 2 years in a row.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and Hungry Box came second to him those 2 years as well.
Mm-hmm. And first place, I think for the first time at Evo, Armada wins it with Peach.
Yep.
But yeah, that was, I don't know, Melee for me this year wasn't as exciting as it has been in the past. I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if I'm just getting tired of seeing the game.
I honestly, I think it's time for it to go.
Yeah.
I know people are complaining, but I think it's just that the Smash community just complains the loudest.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is. The game they need to let that game rest. You have 2 Smash Brothers games and an Evo. I think that's something, there's enough to be said about that. The game's been around at Evo for a pretty long time. I think it's time for it to step down and put another game in its place, especially with all the great games we have coming up next year or in the next couple of years. Yeah, I think it's time, and I agree with you. I watched a little bit of it, and I was just like, all right, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Yeah, it's also the oldest game currently at the main stage at Evo, so it's like. There's a lot more work that they have to do because they have to play on CRTs, and I imagine that's not an easy thing to do for a tournament that size, to bring in all that equipment.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, yeah, the main thing was like Hungrybox. I think there was some drama involving Hungrybox actually leading up to top 8. I'm not sure exactly when this happened, but there was apparently I think his coach had come up on stage or where he was.
That's
playing.
right. They got yellow flags.
Yeah. People were up in arms about that because they wanted him, or they thought that he should have been disqualified. But I guess what had happened was whoever his opponent was, whoever was with them, they came up on stage as well. But they were basically joking around, being like throwing up their hands in the air and yelling and stuff, not really saying anything, not for coaching necessarily, but just more making fun of Hungrybox's coach for going up there when he shouldn't have. But because of that, because both players had people on the stage when they weren't supposed to be there, they couldn't disqualify both of them. So they got away with just the yellow card, and people were like up in arms like, no, this guy was up there just joking around. It wasn't serious. But like, I don't know. At the end of the day, I guess it's just rules is rules. Like, you shouldn't have been up there to begin with. Right.
He still did it though. Like, you know, that's his own fault.
Yeah. Yeah. If he had, you know, stayed in his place, then Hungrybox would have been disqualified, and that would have been that. Yep. But whatever, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about Melee this year, but yeah, it was good to see Armada finally get Evo, because he's been wanting it for a long time.
Yeah, he's been wanting it for forever.
Forever, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that the championship went somewhere else. But speaking of the championship moving along to other people, let's talk about Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Marvel.
It's Marvel, baby.
And it's in its final year.
Yes.
I think it's safe to say that it's its final year. So
yeah,
you know, will there be a repeat champion, or will there be a new champion that will hold the mantle forever?
Right. Well, we know the answer to that. So let's go over top 8, shall we?
Yeah.
Tied for 7th, No Life, using 0, Dante and Virgil. Also tied for 7th, Mischief. I'm sorry, Mischief, Not Enough Damage, using 0, Dr. Doom and Virgil. Tied for 5th, we've got Prodigy and Joey D, using different teams. Number 4.
All the teams.
It's just there's going to be a lot of teams. You know what? I started this and I figured I should stop naming all the characters, because there's going to be a whole lot of characters in the next couple ones.
That's why, and for the record, folks, that's why I didn't name any of the characters for KOF 14, because there were a lot of characters. Like, people were using like 3 or 4 different teams.
Yes.
You know, so it's just like, that's a lot of characters. It's a lot of time. So I'm just going to say who the person was.
Yeah.
The player, the most important person in all of this.
We will have a link to the full tournament results. So if you're curious, you can just click that link and see what everyone was using. But for 4th place in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, we've got Paradigm. 3rd place goes to PC Marvel God, a.k.a. Quackbot. 2nd place goes to last year's champion, New York Chris G.
No. Chris G? He lost?
He was almost there. He almost was the first repeat champion.
For Marvel.
But first place went to...
Marvel 3.
Yep. But first place went to Ryan LV.
Oh.
Also, the first time I've ever seen a Chun-Li in Ultimate Marvel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was, again, upsets all over the place. You don't see a lot of the other people that you might be used to seeing in top 8. No Filipino champ. No Justin Wong.
Yeah.
No Apology Man. What's going on here? But yeah, Chris G was, I think, the only one that... He might have been the only one that made it, or made at least a repeat top 8 appearance for Marvel this year. And yeah... Ryan LV just was found a way around the Chun, or the Morgan bullet hell
cheese.
Yeah. But
I mean, he had his own cheese.
Yeah, he had his Phoenix cheese. He sure did.
Like screen filling shit.
Phoenix does so much damage when she transforms. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How is that legal in the game?
Phoenix. It's Phoenix. I kind of understand. It's Phoenix. Like, she's super powerful. Super powerful.
But you do have to save up your all 5 bars in order to get into that form. So there is a big trade off. So yeah, it was. Yeah, there's a couple of times where Chris G tried to snipe out Phoenix and was successful, but other times he wasn't. And it was ridiculous. Phoenix just taking out characters in half a combo. It was fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it's like her own X Factor, but she doesn't have to she can actually save her X Factor. And imagine if a buffed Phoenix with X Factor.
Oh my God, she just blows on you and you're dead. What the fuck?
Like you said, characters die in like several hits, just like 5 or 6 hits, which in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is minimal.
Yeah, it's not that much, but fuck. Yeah, Phoenix is ridiculous. So, but also like Ryan LV also had a Morgan of his own, so like double the cheese.
Yeah, it seems to be that I don't know. That seems to be the strategy.
Yeah,
involved. Just snipe out all the characters from afar, and just doppelganger and just soulfire, just
bullet hell,
soulfire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just all the projectiles on the screen, and just hope that they get hit. That's pretty much the strategy there.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Let's talk about some anime, Frank, shall we?
Oh, okay. So we're back in anime. So I'm gonna talk about BlazBlue Central Fiction.
Uh-huh.
So before I get into top 8, there was a little bit of a thing that happened at Evo. I really hope they correct this issue because it was a pretty major one. So one of the things is that it only happened with the BlazBlue tournament.
Oh,
I guess
right,
it was
yeah.
just a timing
I heard
thing.
about
So basically, long story short, what happened was that there were people playing in pools, right? And there were, some people who had buys or whatever. So people were playing in pools, and then all of a sudden the power would shut off on the units on the PS4s.
Oh.
So what would happen was it would seem like that the controllers would disconnect. So there was like several people getting disqualified because that's a DQ.
Yeah.
If you hit the home button or you pause or something, it's a DQ. Or at least for the round.
Yeah, you forfeit that round.
That round. You forfeit that round if you hit the home button or you pause.
Mm-hmm.
So people were getting like this, but this. So it happened once here, then it happened again. It might happen sometimes like when you're playing in pools, but the thing is, it started happening almost all over the place.
Yeah,
like it happened too frequently for it to be a coincidence. So what happened was, after the organizers found out, or at least they tried to figure out what the problem was, and they couldn't figure out what the problem was actually. So what they did is that there were a lot of players, especially like pro players, that got disqualified because of the power issue. That they offered them second chances.
Yeah,
and they offered a lot of the players second chances, and a lot of the players took the chances, but there were some pro players that didn't. Because I guess their head wasn't in it anymore, or their heart wasn't in it anymore,
right?
And so that was a thing that happened during pools with BlazBlue. So that kind of sucks, and I really hope they get to the heart of that issue. I'm not sure if it was the units themselves, but the thing is, it was happening all over the place.
I think I heard something, but I don't know if it's the same issue. But I did hear floating around a while back that I think the PS4 Pros have a problem distributing power over USB to certain types of controllers.
Oh, that could have been it.
I'm not sure if that's the same problem. I know somebody else in Street Fighter had a sort of similar issue, so I don't think it was as pronounced in Street Fighter for whatever reason, but yeah, I'm guessing that's what the problem was for BlazBlue, is that they were having some weird connection issues. I don't know if it's because of the type of controllers that they were using or what the deal was, but yeah, that might have been it.
I'm sure a lot of people had sticks and like USB connections, so that could have been an issue.
Yeah.
That could have been a definite issue. But yeah, so that being said, despite that, the tournament, the show must go on, the tournament still happened, and all the brackets and stuff. So let's get into top 8 for BlazBlue. So tied for 7th place, you have Mount Takao or Shoro, who used Rachel. I'm going to name the characters for BlazBlue because there's only like one character.
Yeah.
One or two characters. And also tied for 7th place. Surprisingly, I expected him to place higher, but Dora Bang, who used Bang and Mew number 12. Tied for 5th place, you have Tochi Jin, who used Azrael. Tochi Jin, such a good showing. And also tied for 5th place, you had Soji, also really great showing with Arakune. And in 4th place, you have Kaibutsukin, or Monster, as he's better known as, who used Izanami and 9 the Phantom. In 3rd place, you had Fumi, who used 9 the Phantom as well. In 2nd place, you have Fenrich, who used Jin. And in 1st place, you have Ryusei, who used Carl. Let me tell you, Let me tell you something, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So BlazBlue is kind of like Marvel, where it's like touch of death, like first person who gets the first hit. Oh, no, not so much like Marvel. Marvel is like, one touch death.
Right.
BlazBlue is like, if you get into the corner and then you get hit, then it's a wrap. If you know what you're doing, you get in the corner, then you get hit, then it's a wrap. So let me tell you. All right, Ryusei, who won the tournament, used Carl. So Carl is a puppeteer character. So basically, to play Carl, you have to hold down one of the buttons at all times in order to use the secondary character that Carl has.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to hold the button down the whole time, and different directions do different things. But you also have to press other buttons while you're holding the button down, right? So, since technically you're controlling two characters at the same time, this leads to nasty setups.
I bet.
I saw for the first time, I think in like fighting games, period, I saw for the first time a literal, unescapable, unblockable setup. Like, I'm talking about, okay, basically what it boils down to is an attack or two attacks that hit you both high and low at almost the exact same time.
That sounds like some straight up bullshit.
That is bullshit. So it's not at the exact same time. There's a 1 frame difference.
Oh my god.
So one of the attacks hits high, then 1 frame later, one of the attacks hits low. Now, we're human beings. We can't react that fast.
Yeah.
We can't react that fast. So you can understand you're fucked.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. And it's a setup where it's in the middle of a block string that you do an unblockable it's an impossible to escape setup. How can you react to 1 frame with something that hits you at almost the exact same time?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah, Carl, really hard character to use, very difficult character to use. All the characters in BlazBlue are not easy to use. They take a lot of practice and patience to use, but Carl especially, very hard character to use, especially because one of your fingers is basically occupied at all times, holding that button down so you can control the puppet. And I can't believe like the amount. The Carl, I would almost say the Carl dominated. That Ryusei almost dominated the competition, but Ryusei did lose some sets to people. So it wasn't like Omito and Guilty Gear. It was like more like it was just a toned down version of that. But just the advantage of having two characters being used at the same time. It's like dramatic battle in like Street Fighter Alpha. Like it's not right. It's not right. It shouldn't be this way. But it's like, yeah. But I've never seen that before in fighting games. I've never seen that before. Like everything is escapable. Like, there's to me, there's almost no such thing as like unblockable setups unless the move is designed to be unblockable.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Ryusei, he did a great fucking job. I also just want to say Tochijin with Azrael, awesome. He fought so hard. But he went up against Ryusei, and it was just like shit. Like you thought that Tochijin would have gotten so much farther. And the thing about Azrael is that Azrael has the ability, not only does he just fucking like beat you down, but the thing is Azrael has the ability to lock abilities of yours. So not only can he seal abilities on you, but he can also make areas of your body that you're not able to basically block, high or low. So he has like setups into his overdrive or his special, where if he seals like both parts of your body, both zones of your body, the high and low zones. If he does this overdrive after he seals both parts, which is very easy to do with him, unblockable special attack. Jesus. So yeah, like that's what I love about the Arc Systems Works games. The characters are like so crazy and like they really, I'm like, where do they think of this shit?
Yeah.
But fucking Carl, man, I've never seen an impossible to block setup, and I saw it several times, more than several times in BlazBlue, and I'm like, fuck, craziness. I'm like, I wouldn't know what to do. I'm like, fuck this shit, man. God damn it. But great showing by everybody all around with BlazBlue. I thought that everybody, again, BlazBlue is not an easy game to pick up, and everybody did a great job. And yeah, Ryusei, he fucking did it. Like clear winner from the start. You could tell. Like, cause he was just like destroying everybody pretty much, especially with the setups, man. Yeah. Like, why? Why is it fair? Why is it fair to have one character on one side and one character on the other side? You can activate and deactivate the character to make them, able to be hit, or to make them have hurt box, or you can deactivate the character and they're just in the background. And it's just like, that's not fair. It's like, God damn it.
Like you said, it comes at a price. It's incredibly difficult to even control.
Yes,
both characters.
Yes,
so.
I mean, and I play BlazBlue. Like, I've played BlazBlue a lot in the past, and whenever I fought a Carl online, I was just like, God damn it! Like, I would always have to like chase down the Carl, like the character himself, because I was always trying to run from the puppet. Because the puppet could just like activate, and I'm like, if I get close to it to hit, because it does have a life gauge. It's very small. But the thing is, you could only hit the puppet once it was active. Like, so basically it was doing a move to you, so then you could exploit its hurt box.
Yeah, man. It's just the classic RPG rule. Kill the wizard first. Yeah,
that's what I had to do. I had to fucking chase down the character. And I found that to be a pretty good strategy, but god damn it, it's so hard. It's so difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this was some top level shit though. BlazBlue was very exciting. Especially if you know the game, you're like, oh, whoa! Especially with Fumi with 9, the Phantom. She's insane. Insane character. Like, why? Why do they give these characters this potential? So yeah, BlazBlue was dope, man. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like as hype as a few years ago when I thought like BlazBlue was like the best tournament at EVO. It was like 2 years ago, I think, but yeah, BlazBlue was tight.
Nice.
So we're going to move on to the next game, and Alex is going to talk about the next one. So what you got?
Tekken 7.
Oh, boy.
At EVO.
That's a big one.
Yep. Tekken 7 finally on the main day, Sunday, in the Mandalay Bay Arena. So here's how top 8 went for Tekken 7. Tied for 7th, you have Take, who's using Kazumi. Also tied for 7th was Suiken, using Eliza. Tied for 5th, Anakin, rocking that Jack 7. Also tied for 5th was Zhonding, using Eddie and Lucky Chloe.
An Eddie player, yes.
I gotta say, like, I know Tekken has that weird, like, wave dashing thing. Yeah. Seeing Eddie do that is the weirdest fucking thing in the world. It does not look right. It does not look
it's like Gumby.
It's some weird, like, glitchy looking speedrunning thing that you would do, but it's bizarre sight to see. But yeah, Eddie got some representation in top 8, which is cool.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. 4th place went to Taisei, rocking that Steve Fox.
Yes,
I was
my favorites.
Pulling so hard for Taisei.
Yeah,
he was doing some amazing shit with Steve. It looked hot. It was hot.
It was hot.
3rd place. This is like the rest of it is pretty much like what you would expect from a Tekken 7 tournament. It's like the 3 gods. Like, all right, they're still dominating. So 3rd place went to Ni, who was using Feng, Steve Fox,
not a Steve.
Yep, Brian, and Devil Jin.
What? Devil Jin is allowed?
Devil Jin is allowed, apparently.
Surprised.
But he didn't do much with Devil Jin, I don't think. But yeah. 2nd place went to Echo Fox's Saint, who was also using Jack 7. Not a fan favorite, I found out. And which is, I guess, understandable. But first place for Tekken 7 2017 at EVO went to Echo Fox's JDCR, who was using some Heihachi, but I think pretty much in all of the grand finals he was using that Dragonov.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how Tekken 7 went. Like the most excited I got, I think, was when Taisei was fighting and working his way up in the top 8s, and just that Steve Fox looked so sexy the way he was using it. He was at one point, I think he was fighting Take, and at one point it got crazy because he was like dashing up in Take's face as Take was dashing back. So they had like the same exact spacing between themselves as they're moving along. I was like, holy shit, this is no one is pressing button. They're just oh my God, this is too much.
That's crazy.
I can't take this. And yeah, Taisei, I don't know, he had, I think it was Take as well that he was doing this to, but he had a very good read on when Take was going to hit him with a low, because he was making excessive use of that low parry.
The weaves. Oh, the parry. Okay, I thought it was like the weave or the dodge.
There was a lot of those as well, but holy shit, the parries. I was like, oh my God. Every fucking time he throws out that button, he's parry.
Nice.
Open him up with the combo.
He must have been looking at his fingers.
I don't know, maybe. Or maybe he heard something. I don't know, but yeah, that was exciting. But yeah, it was sad to see that him not go farther, because I think he was like, out of those four, like he was not the one. He was not sponsored, at least. Actually, I'm not sure about Knee. He might have been as well.
It doesn't look like he
is. But yeah, the top two guys, JDCR, Saints. Even though it's kind of boring to say, like, okay, it's these guys, you'd expect them, but those matches were it easily could have gone either way.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, it was just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was like every match. Every set, it was just back and forth. It was
back and forth. It was insane.
Yeah, it's almost as if they played on the same team. It's almost as if they knew each other.
Yeah, they're from the same place. It turns out. Imagine that they're both from Korea.
Yeah, it's almost as if they knew each other. Yeah.
Although there was another like crazy fucking moment in winners finals between Knee versus JDCR, where there was Tekken 7 has a slow motion mechanic where, I guess, if there's a move that could potentially kill, and I think if both people have to throw out a button to see who goes or who gets hit first, but yeah, it'll zoom in and do a very dramatic slow-mo shit, and that happened in winners finals at one point. It was slow motion, and then it ended up in a double KO, and I was like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
What the hell is going on here?
Wow.
But yeah, that shit was ridiculous. But yeah, Tekken 7 was pretty exciting. I like that it was also one of the faster games. Like, some of the other games tend to go on much longer for each match, but Tekken 7 is pretty speedy, especially for, like, each game has to be first to 3. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, like, Tekken 7 is fantastic to watch, especially now with all, like, the extra DLC characters. It's not just the arcade stuff. So yeah, Tekken 7 Top 8 was pretty cool.
Nice.
Especially for that Steve Fox.
Man, that makes me want to start using Steve again.
No, right? Man. I want to pick up Steve. I never even heard of Steve before.
What, really?
Well, yeah, he came out in Tekken 4, so I have no like real basis for what Steve does and that.
It's the sweet science. Boxing. Yep. Yeah, Steve was undoubtedly the best character in Tekken 4. Like, way too broken. Like, they needed to tone his ass down. Like, he was way too fucking broken. In Tekken 4 and Tekken 5, they toned him down. Tekken 6, they toned him down even more. But it looks like in Tekken 7, they brought him back up a bit. But yeah, those boxer characters, man, I can't help it. Can't help it. There's something about them. But yeah,
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
So, what's the next game that we have for Evo?
Oh, well, the next thing is Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U, or otherwise known as Smash 4. So, let's get in the top 8 with Smash. Tied for 7th place, you have DeBuzz, who used Rosalina and Luma. Also tied for 7th place, you have Void, who used Sheik. Tied for 5th place, you have Ken, who's a very well-known Smash Brothers player who used Sonic. I'm surprised he didn't use Marth, but I guess Marth is just not his thing in this one. But in Melee, he was all over Marth.
Okay.
Also tied for 5th place, you have Nero, who used Zero Suit Samus and Bowser. In 4th place, you have Tweak, who used Cloud. Tweak! I love Tweak. Tweak he did a great job. He did such a great showing. In 3rd place, you have Larry Lurr, who used Fox. In 2nd place, you have our best in the world in Smash Brothers. Like, as far as consistency, most tournament wins. He's an Evo champ himself. But you have Zero, who used Diddy Kong. And in 1st place, it's a surprising upset. It was actually a really big upset. But in 1st place, you have Salem, who used Bayonetta. Bayonetta.
Oh, you're one of those, huh?
No, I mean, I liked the character in the game, but I mean, everybody's just hating on Bayonetta so hard, and it's easy to see why. Like, god damn it. And this is after the patch, like where she was even more ridiculous before the patch happened. So, but she's still the same. But yeah, so I just want to comment on Smash Brothers for Wii U was very exciting. Smash is always exciting to watch. I will say some of the matches got a little long-winded because like there's a lot of it, and I understand it's at a higher level, but a lot of it was where people weren't really doing anything. You know, just trying to see the spacing, and they weren't even like throwing attacks out to try to draw the characters in. It was just a lot of like moving around the stage and just trying to anticipate where the person's going to be. And it was a lot of that and not a lot of actual contact made, So, but the matches were exciting to watch when stuff was happening. Because then you start to see like the technical shit and you're like, whoa. So, but I do want to comment on the grand finals. So the grand finals was Salem versus Zero, right? And Zero had a pretty easy time. I wouldn't say pretty easy, but he had a fairly easy time getting to the top. When he went up against Salem was in losers. Zero was in winners. And Salem reset the bracket. And again, it came down to the final matches. Like it was like I think Zero was in winners, and Salem took him down 3-2, and then he reset the bracket, and so Salem took him down again 3-2. So it was back and forth, right? The thing is, the final stock of the final match in the grand finals, and Zero had a pretty comfortable lead. Like Zero had killed Salem, and Zero had gotten like 126% damage on Salem before. Like it was like 110% damage on Salem before Salem actually killed Zero's first stock. So Zero was on his final stock, and Salem damaged him a little bit, like 26%, and a lot of it was just from just random bullet shots, right, from Bayonetta. Like it's kind of like Fox's laser. It doesn't actually have any pushback, but it still does damage. Okay. So I don't know what it was. It seemed to me like Zero gave up. Like he was putting himself in really awful places. And so Zero was at 26%, practically unkillable at that moment, and Salem with Bayonetta was at 126%. And then Zero put himself in like the worst place possible. He DI'd himself, or he jumped all the way pretty much up to the top of the screen. And then Salem followed him up there and did Bayonetta bullshit and killed and just put him in the blast zone at 26%. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like I wasn't like rooting for anybody. I wasn't like rooting for Zero to win, but I'm just like, how could you be you're like best in the world. And why would you make that mistake?
Mental guard break?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what was going through his mind. So anyway, the reason why I'm even talking about that is because right after, so Salem wins. Yeah, Salem won Evo, right? Zero catches a fucking fit and he just walks off the stage. He doesn't even like he doesn't shake his hand. He does nothing. He just walks off the stage. So then Zero proceeds afterwards. Like, there was the awards ceremony, so he came back. But Zero proceeds afterwards to shut his Twitter down. Like, I saw that. Yes, he shut his Twitter down, right? And for like I think it was like 2 days, like he shut his Twitter down, and it's just like, god damn, or it was like a day, but like I get it was like heartbreaking, and I get that you came so close to winning again, but I don't know, man. Like I don't know what was going through his mind, but. Yeah, that grand finals was very interesting, but that whole thing at the end, I was just like, come on. I'm like, you knew you made some dumb moves that last stock. You got a little too comfortable. And if you're a pro, you know that you never put yourself in a comfortable spot unless you've already won the match. Yeah. And you did not win the match yet, and you fucked up. So, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, Salem took the tournament, and also really good showing with Bayonetta. It's Bayonetta. What? if you look at under top 8, like number 9 to 16, 3 of the 8 are Bayonetta users.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's like they're tied. They're like in a row, like tied for ninth place. Like the three of them are tied for ninth place, but all Bayonetta users. You know, so it's like, damn. But
the tears, man.
Yeah, man. No, that's what it is. People play to win. There's money involved in this.
Yeah, it's also prestige. Evo, man.
Yeah, it's Evo, man. It's Evo. But yeah, man. So that's all for Smash Brothers for Wii U. So shall we?
The main event. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get to the big one. Let's talk about Street Fighter V. I'm just gonna preface by saying that I said King of Fighters 14 was in second place. Mm-hmm. I gotta say, Street Fighter V, man. Street Fighter V was fucking hype as fuck.
I still can't pinpoint what it is, but like when Street Fighter started, I don't know, something in me, my emotion, the levels of what I was going through inside of me just like rose. There was a different aura around Street Fighter that wasn't present with the other top 8s. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it was I was on the edge of my seat, man, like the whole time. Like how like when you play in games and like if you're sitting back you're not that serious, but when you lean forward you're serious.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it was for me, and I wasn't even playing anything. I was just watching this happen.
Yeah.
Yo, Street Fighter V.
It was some next level stuff.
All right. Well, I let's talk a little more in depth about what went down, like what happened. You know, so I just want to start by saying like there were a lot of the thing I want to say about this is that for the first time ever in Street Fighter for Evo, there were two USA players that were the favorites to win.
Yeah.
The first time ever, two USA players were the favorites to win. And I just want to say that is amazing to me. Now, I don't know what that offers to the game itself, you know, mm-hmm. but at least like now there's a little more variety. And with the characters too. Not everyone used different characters.
Yeah. Well, also I want to say about the two favorites. They're also probably the youngest people playing the game.
Oh yeah.
At that level.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Those young man reactions, yo.
Uh-huh.
So, Alex, please, can you take us through top 8 and just like what matches you thought were like amazing? Because they were all amazing. God damn it.
They were all amazing.
All of them.
I'll just go over top 8 and then we'll go back and revisit some of these matches.
Okay.
So tied for 7th, one of the 3 U.S. representatives in top 8 this year, which is also a lot for fucking Evo. Yeah. We got Filipino champ rocking that Dalsin.
Filipino champ. I was like, what? And surprised he didn't make it into Marvel, but he made it into Street Fighter V.
He was doing some goddamn work. He was probably the hardest working person on that stage because he's using Dalsin.
Yep.
That shit was ridiculous. Yeah. Tied for 7th, the one and only repeat top 8 appearance for Street Fighter V was MOV. Still using that Chun-Li, even though she's been nerfed a little bit from Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's doing godlike things with Chun-Li as well. Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Tied for 5th, one of the U.S. favorites, Liquid's very own Knuckle Doo.
Knuckle Doo.
Dang.
He
using Guile.
Everybody thought it was going to be him, or at least to place higher.
Yeah.
But we'll discuss what happened.
Yeah. He is the current Capcom Cup champion, so yeah. it made sense to see him go far.
Yeah.
But he tied for 5th, unfortunately, but he's there, 5th place with Moke using Rashid. Well, also, kind of a surprise, he's one of the younger people coming out from Japan. So yeah, even they are coming up with some new blood in this game still. That's very refreshing to see. 4th place goes to, I think, one of the fan favorites this year. He's very exciting to watch. Itabashi Zangief.
Yo.
Character specialist extraordinaire, of course, using Zangief. Oh my god, Zangief is so fucking good.
Yo, Itazan, like, the dude is so good with Zangief. His Zangief, he named his name as Zangief. Like, it's in the name. Like, yo,
It is a lifestyle choice for him.
Incredible. I was just like,
Yes.
I never thought I'd get so hyped by like Zangief. Like,
Right?
Street Fighter 4 had some hype Zangief stuff with like Snake Eyes, but like this dude, god damn.
That flex is so
Crazy.
good.
Oh man.
Oh my god. For third place this year at EVO, Street Fighter V's Kazunoko, making a second top 8 appearance at EVO. He was using Cammy. Second place went to Punk, the 18-year-old phenom that's been destroying people left and right.
And the favorite to actually win it. People thought it was going to be him.
He could not seal the deal, unfortunately, but he was playing Karen and occasionally his Pocket Nash.
Yeah, he pulled out his Pocket Nash against Zangief.
Yeah.
Against Itabashi Zangief, and that was amazing.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. But the champion for Street Fighter V 2017's EVO tournament is Tokido.
Murderface.
Akuma. He is no longer Murderface in my eyes. Now and forever shall be Happy Face.
Happy Face?
Yeah, Happy Face. Because you look at his face, he's so happy when he won fucking EVO. First time. Street Fighter. Fucking phenomenal.
That is an awesome thing. Like he's been consistent top 8 I think with Street Fighter for a long time.
Yeah.
And he finally won one.
Always the bridesmaid, never quite the bride.
Not until this year he finally did it.
Yeah.
But
he looked so good doing it too. He was like, he looked enlightened when he was sitting on that stage playing that game. It looked like nothing fazed him.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, okay, I lost that round. All right, let's get back to it.
Yeah, he would go into relax mode like every time he won a match.
I guess all those breathing exercises and meditation techniques are working out for the man because he's on a different mental state than I think everyone else is.
Oh yeah.
But my God, let's talk about Street Fighter, huh?
Yeah.
How about some upsets?
Knuckle Do.
Well, even before top 8.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, like leading up.
I mean, you had a lot of people that like didn't place as highly as we thought.
Yeah.
Like, Daigo came in like what 21st place.
I don't even remember.
Something
he actually had to fight Justin Wong again.
Yeah.
And I think Justin actually eliminated him.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I thought, okay, I remember last episode I was saying I wanted Smug to like get up there. Yo, did Smug even compete? Because I can't find him here.
He was there, but yeah, he didn't do very well.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, people figured out Balrog like that? It's like, damn.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because, there were no Balrogs actually in like top 16 even.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy. But yeah, I really wanted to see him go far, but yeah, he didn't quite make it, unfortunately. I love Smug. Smug's such a cool guy.
Yeah, I wanted to see Smug make it. And we got K-Brad and Wolf Crone. They placed pretty low. Wolf Crone placed like 16th place. But K-Brad placed a little lower. I think they played each other. Yeah, I think they had to play each other. They played each other once or twice, if I'm not mistaken.
What about my man Bonchan?
Yeah.
That boy had to do some fucking work. Holy crap. He lost in the very first round of pools.
He did great work, man.
He went all the way from losers from the very first round, all the way, and just didn't quite make into top 8.
He had to fucking fight hard.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
He had to fight like all of these fucking like killers on this list to get up to 10th place.
Yeah, he fought like a ridiculous amount of matches because he got sent to losers at the very beginning of the fucking tournament. It was crazy. And I think actually MOV is the one that eliminated him.
Wow.
To get into that top 8 spot.
8, yeah.
Punko was doing work too. I wanted to see him go far. I saw him using Colleen. I don't know if he had any other characters though.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually eliminated Fudo.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, no Fudo in top 8. This is crazy.
And I'm surprised Yukadon was ranked really low as well.
Yeah,
Yukadon was top 8 last year.
Yeah, I want to say, I might have been F-Champ that might have eliminated him. I forget.
I think so.
Something
I think
crazy
so.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, oh man, Yukidan is back. Somebody put him away, and somebody did.
Yeah, that's awesome, yo.
And no infiltration either.
No infiltration.
All I know is that Xiao Hai took him out of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Yeah, fucking, it's crazy, man. But I'm super happy with the top 8 that we did get because the fucking matches that we saw.
Yo,
my goodness.
All right, Knuckle Dew. I just want to discuss that Knuckle Dew, right? Knuckle Dew got cocky, man. Like Knuckle Dew fucking went against Takedo because Knuckle Dew convincingly won his first match. Right? And then he went against Takedo. And Takedo fucking like he was doing really well against Takedo. And then the teabag, yo. I think when he did the teabag, that got Takedo pissed.
That was not against Takedo.
That wasn't?
That was he did that to Kazunoko.
Kazunoko, sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's right. God damn it. Dude. So, he did that to Kazunoko, and I think Kazunoko got pissed. And pretty much after that, Knuckle Dew didn't win another set. Like he beat
Kazunoko,
straight, I believe.
I thought he beat Kazunoko.
No, Kazunoko beat him.
Oh fuck, that's right. Punk beat Kazunoko.
Yep. And when Punk went against Kazunoko, it was like super convincing. It was 3-0. It was 3-0, no contest.
Yeah. Like
super convincing. Like it was easy. It was easy street for Punk.
Yeah.
You know, he made Kazunoko look like trash. It was bad. So, but Knuckle Dew, man, I was just like, I expected him to go a little farther. And I'm like,
I mean,
go ahead.
I kind of expect him to do the teabag thing, but he overdid it, one, because Kazunoko shook out of stun.
Got out of stun, right.
But he still took that round, but still, like, he's being a little too brash.
Yep.
I understand that's his style. He wants to, get in his opponent's head. And especially against Kazunoko, because he doesn't seem like the type of person that would be broken by that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. It was something happened for sure after that match. After that moment, yeah.
Knuckle Dew lost it all, man. Like,
yeah. Well, I don't know. He had a really good set with Takedo. I thought it wasn't super close, but still, like, I thought he put in a pretty decent effort. But yeah, Takedo was just on some next level shit.
Takedo was on something else, man.
But speaking of that Dew Takedo match, I fucking lost my mind because Dew, he did a dash up and then fucking flash kick right after that dash. I fucking lost my mind. I'm like, how? What?
How the hell do you do that?
What? Is that possible? Holy shit, man! It was insane.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe we were looking at it in slow motion or something, because that's not possible. Like,
yeah, well, I had to go back and like find the video, and I figured it out was because after Dew had input the dash, and as Guile was dashing, Takedo he did his V trigger, so that freezes time for a little bit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
he had the input. He had the input locked in already.
Yeah, so he was already holding down.
But that reaction time, though,
it's still like, yeah, it was fucking like, how? Oh my god,
the reaction time is insane.
Crazy.
Like, how did you know he was going to do the V trigger, and then from there, how did you know that how did you recognize that you had enough time to do the flash kick? Like, it's crazy.
Right. It's insane. Yeah, the reactions and the game knowledge needed for that in split second timing is crazy.
Yeah, I gotta say, Takedo, right? One of the most impressive things that I've seen, I think, in Street Fighter V, and one of the most impressive things I saw him do, was how the fuck, like, I thought like V reversals were invulnerable, right? Like, you can maybe grab a person out of your reversal. Why would you even think? Who thinks of this to parry or parry a V reversal?
Yep.
You parry a V reversal, and guess what? When you parry a V reversal, they're open.
Yep.
I'm like, what? No.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yo, he did that so many times. I'm like, you fucking parried a V reversal?
Why not?
He's like, wait, let me do it again. What?
Yeah.
He did that to, oh my god, he did that to Itabashi Zangief like several times. And I'm like, no fucking way.
Yo, that fucking Itazan match versus Moke.
Yo.
Hype. He fucking headbutt a fucking tornado.
Yep.
And then SPD'd him out of that tornado. I was like, what the shit?
he SPD, and it was just the right timing for the tornado to go away too. Like, because that setup is crazy.
Yeah.
That setup is insane. So he's like, all right, fuck it. He just takes you up in the air, brings you down, tornado's gone. All right, that worked. Fucking with the frames, man. Fucking with the animation. It's crazy.
Man has no fear. He is a true ass Zangief.
Yo, that Zangief though, man. Unbelievable. I think like he had some of the more entertaining matches in this entire top 8, because I was just like I couldn't help it. I was like, ah! I was like, Yo, I couldn't control myself at times. I'm like, this Zangief is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
I think he like SPD'd someone like 3 or 4 times in a row. Got the stun, and then was like, all right, let's go again.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. There was one time actually that he did. I think he did an air SPD just to get out of the ground setup that was happening. I forgot who he did that with. And I'm like, holy shit. I don't know if that was by mistake or what, but that was amazing. Like, god damn it.
So good.
Yeah. It's really good. It's really good. But yo, Punk, man. Okay, so Punk looked like he was going to sail through this. Like, he was looking real comfortable. And getting to the grand final, yo, I don't know what happened, man. Like, Punk was looking real good up to the grand final. And then, because Takedo was in losers, so Takedo had to fight his way up. Punk was just waiting at the top for him. And
Punk put Takedo in losers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Punk put Takedo in losers. So they thought it was just going to be a repeat. Maybe Takedo would take like 1 set or something. But Punk only took 1 set from Takedo in the beginning, in the first set. After that, Punk lost 6 straight.
Yeah.
6 straight sets. It was bad. I was like, yo, because like he couldn't adjust. You could tell, like, even in the second set, like the second bracket, I mean, like the losers, like Punk lost it. Like he
even
was
in
doing
the first one.
What's that?
Even in the first one, he was out of it.
He was falling for everything. Like he was running into attacks, and I'm like, what is happening? Like
I was like screaming at my screen after the bracket got reset. I'm like, go to fucking character select.
Yes. Take your time. The commentators were saying the same thing. They were saying, take your time. Don't rush into this. Take your time. Go to character select.
Thumbs up. Let's go. Like,
yeah, and I'm like, no. I'm like, no, maybe that's what you need. Maybe you just needed to be patient.
Yeah.
Like you could have just like gone to character select, just take a second and pick the same character.
Yeah.
Or fuck around. Like, maybe, okay, let's move around and see. Maybe I could try Nash, or maybe I just want to stick with Karen, but maybe I just needed a second to kind of like think about what just happened.
Yeah, because at that point, the momentum was clearly in Takedo's favor.
Oh my God. Like he was a fucking steamroller, man.
Yep.
And Punk was just like, let's go. I'm like, no, just wait, man. And it's those young man reactions. Those young man reactions, yo. He could have just like took some time, and then I think it would have been very different.
I just think he had too much pressure on his shoulders, and I think a lot of that might have been just like self-inflicted. He was, he wanted to really win Evo because he really thought he had a shot, and he did have a fucking shot to win it.
I mean, honestly, like he was the favorite, and I personally thought he was going to win the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
especially after he put the champion into losers. Like I was like, I don't know if he was hoping that Takedo wouldn't fight his way all the way back up, but he did.
Yeah,
he sure did, and he's just like, all right, maybe I can just do this again, and he won the first set. Punk won the first set, and then he's like, all right, I'm going good. It looked like it was going to be easy street. Because Punk was real comfortable that first set, but to that something, he crumbled, man. And you could see it. It was evident on his face, on his play style. It was clearly evident.
Yeah, he was definitely crushed by the pressure. He could not deal with it at that point. And I mean, it's perfectly understandable. I mean, the guy's very young. He's 18 years old, I think, still. And also, this is his first Evo. He's never been to Evo before. So even though he's won other major tournaments and stuff like that, I think he was the winner of E-League. He's been on the scene for a while, but still, like, I think even in his mind, like, Evo has that level of prestige that is bigger than anything else. And I think that eventually caught up to him, that pressure of like, oh man, this is the big stage. This is the one. And he lost it.
I gotta say, I'm still fucking impressed as hell.
Yeah.
Like, 18 years old, first time at Evo, and you fucking win second place in the biggest game there.
Yeah.
Like, that's something to write home about. That is amazing.
Yeah.
You know? So I thought, like, you know, like MVP has to go to Punk. Like, he did great. He was in winners comfortably.
Yeah.
Chilling, waiting at the top, thinking like this was it. And then Taquito, but just experience beat age.
Yeah.
Experience beat age here, man. It was just, Taquito was just too strong.
Taquito's been on that kind of stage before Punk could like string together sentences.
That's what they were saying too. Like, Punk was like 3 years old. Like, Taquito's been doing this for like 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, like at Evo, I mean, like he's been playing fighting games way fucking longer.
Exactly, yeah.
So experience beat age here. Like, and Taquito understands the pressure, and like he was born with it, molded by it. He
merely adopted the pressure.
He merely adopted the pressure, but no, like Taquito understands like what this means. Like, Taquito is comfortable with it. Like, Punk, it was his first time, and like nerves got to him. He crumbled, man. And I'm like, no, you know, you only like US. Like, I think he's like one of the few US players to ever make it that far in a Street Fighter game at Evo.
Yeah, so, I'm not sure. There have been some close ones, but yeah, he might have, especially like getting to that last point to grand finals in winners is probably unheard of. Yeah,
for a USA player. So, he's got the skills. So hopefully this will teach him to be a little bit less of a punk. And understand that, you know, just gotta work on those nerves.
Yeah,
because he was running into everything. It was bad. He was running into like fully just frame. He was running into like all the frame traps, and it was just bad. And I'm like, man.
Yeah. I'm 100% sure we're gonna see more from Punk. Him winning some Evos of his own, but yeah, he, especially at this age, he's already doing this, like being at this level. Mm-hmm. We're going to see much better things from him once he learns to control those emotions and harness them and use them for positivity. And it's I just felt bad because like you could see when they were giving out the awards, he was just fucking devastated.
Yeah, he was crushed, man.
Yeah,
he was crushed.
And I think he even went on Twitter saying like, "I'm sorry, I disappointed everybody," and blah blah. But it was nice to see the outpouring of support as well on Twitter, and especially from Bonchan, because I don't know if you know this, but like Punk's favorite player is Bonchan.
Yeah.
He like fanboys over Bonchan, and Bonchan had some very positive and kind words for Punk, and it was, I think, very well needed. But yeah, just I love seeing that, and I hope to see Punk grow from this.
Absolutely. Yeah, like as far as like MVP, I say gotta go to Punk, man. Like he's a champ. Like no one's ever done like what he did, and he should be proud of that. I understand. You still got second place at Evo, dude. Like people are just like honored to get close to top 8.
Yeah.
You know, at Evo with the Street Fighter game, the premier Street Fighter game. Like, yeah, man, just you did it, man. You like, and in everybody else's eyes, you're the fucking champ, dude. Because like Taquito has like all these years of experience in top 8 almost every year. Like, come on, like he's used to this shit. You know?
Yeah.
So
like, fuck getting close to top 8. People are happy just to get out of pools.
Yeah, exactly. These pools are murderous. Like it's so bad.
Yeah.
But man, yeah. What also, a fucking. Go ahead.
You know what? I want to give a shout out to that F Champ Taquito match. That shit was incredible.
That was intense, man.
That was intense.
All those Dalsim setups, man.
Yeah, those fucking like drill baits you would get. Oh my god, I was like,
the drill baits and the V trigger setups too.
Yeah, I felt bad for Champ. He was so close to making it, but yeah, Taquito, too good,
too strong.
But I love Taquito's like his little speech at the end too, where it's like he took a moment. He's like, I just want to say something. Fighting games are great.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, you're fucking right. They're fucking great.
Games are great. And then fucking James Chen broke down.
James Chen and Seth Killian.
Yeah, they broke down. They were like, yes, they are.
As much as I miss having James Chen and Seth Killian commentate Evo top 8 together, I understand why they're kind of split up the way they are.
Yeah.
Because if not, they would both be blubbering messes.
Yeah. Taquito was right, man. Yeah, Takedo, it's been a long time coming for him. I think, again, that's the only reason why, like, Takedo won his experience. He just had more experience on the stage.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Punk beat Takedo, sent him to losers, and just like, all right, I got this.
Also, MOV had an amazing entrance. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, God. With the fucking...
He threw his jacket off.
That's right.
Kind of doing the bison thing when he gets on stage at Street Fighter 2. And then he had his fucking, like, graft entourage. It was like, what's going on here?
It was kind of funny, too, because, like, because James Chen and, I forget the other dude. What's his name?
Sejam.
Yeah. Sejam, like, they were talking about Graft House, saying, like, yeah, I think they're, like, the best company, like, the best team to work with. And they were, like, wearing, like, their sunglasses because they were sponsoring.
Mm-hmm.
They were sponsoring them at the time. And I'm like, oh, I get it.
Oh, so hold on. You didn't see the ESPN broadcast?
No, I actually saw it on Twitch.
Ah, okay. Because I thought you were going to see it. That's why I was like confused. I thought you wouldn't have seen the graft thing from.
Oh no! I saw it on Twitch. Yeah. TV was taken away from me, so I couldn't watch the TV at the time. Plus it was still late and stuff. So yeah.
The ESPN one is out there too. If you look for it on I forget what their streaming service is called, but they have it. It was a pretty cool presentation for Street Fighter.
I think actually the Twitch stream, it looked really good. Like it looked amazing. I was like, whoa.
The stream always looks good, man.
Yeah, it was always like it looked like it was like in full motion video, or like full motion plus on your TV if you set it all the way up to like 120 hertz.
Okay.
So it's just like it looked too real. You know, so I'm like, whoa, it looks so good.
I always hate those modes on the TV. It just doesn't look right.
Me too. It doesn't look. I like my 24 frames per second. Thanks. But yeah,
that new stage also looks pretty cool. I like that stage.
Oh, the Evo stage, right?
Yeah. I guess the season 2 big stage, CPT stage.
It's not the ring anymore. It's the new stage, the new Evo stage.
Yeah. I like the whole color palette of that thing is beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, man. What an Evo.
What an Evo.
But we're
definitely best Street Fighter 5 Evo.
Oh yeah, it's only been sure. 2. But this was definitely better than last year, where it was just like Nash City.
Nash and Chun-Li.
Yeah. But yeah, no, what an Evo, man. Like it was just generally speaking, what an Evo. It was great. I Street Fighter 5 was amazing to me. I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is awesome. Like I'm loving all of this right now.
It was great.
Yeah. So
plus all the crazy announcements that came out of Evo.
Oh, that's a good segue. It's a great segue. So yes, there were several announcements that happened to premiere at Evo. Pretty much fighting game related, but there's one here that was outside of it that is sort of important. But yeah, so the first one of the first things that came up, which is I freaked the fuck out. I literally freaked out. I'm like, what is this? What are they doing?
Hey guys, do you like anime?
I do.
Do you like fighting games?
I do.
Well, then I have got great news for you.
Yo, so during the BlazBlue Top 8, they announced a new game. And it was, so at first it looked like a BlazBlue game. And, you know, there's a link and there's the trailer you can see for yourself. It looked like just a BlazBlue game, right? Mm-hmm. And then the characters start talking about having other characters kind of like jump in. And I'm like, okay, more BlazBlue characters. Because I thought it was going to be Central Fiction Extend, because they have an Extend version for every game, right? But then all of a sudden, I don't know, it's out of nowhere. They decided to pull this crazy shit. They fucking have Yuna Rukami from Persona 4 Arena, and Hyde from Under Night Inbirth jump in. Like tag in, and I'm like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden I see the pretty colors and the different characters, and I'm like, oh my god, what is this? What is happening? What is going on? And so they have the title of this new tag game is called BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Okay. I love Persona 4 Arena. I think it is, to me, the best Arc Systems Works game right under not BlazBlue, Guilty Gear.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they're putting BlazBlue characters and Persona 4 Arena characters and Under Night In-Birth characters is amazing enough, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, that was something. Definitely day one, gonna pre-order it if I can, whatever, I don't care. And then for the
one more thing
for the ender, you hear this girl start speaking in English, and I'm like, that voice sounds familiar to me. And then fucking this character jumps out, and people probably know her. They've seen her. They've definitely seen her in places. It's this girl who wears red and black, like a red and black skirt, a red and black one-piece skirt, one-piece dress, and she has a red and black scythe, and it's Ruby Rose from Ruby. And
oh my god,
she's in the fighting game. How fucking perfect is this that there are going to be characters from Ruby in this game as well? Now, it's just Ruby Rose that they showed for like 2 seconds. But I'm just imagining all the fucking characters from Ruby that they could put into this game. Oh man, what is happening right now?
I didn't know that a trailer was allowed to have that many reveals in it.
Yo, it was crazy.
It just kept going.
It was like, what? I'm like, I'm just thinking of the possibilities.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to use fucking straight up. I think I'm just going to use Ruby and Persona 4 characters. Straight up. Like, straight up. Because I've played Under Night In-Birth. It's not great. Right. But it seemed kind of peculiar that they released it for the PS4 recently. I'm like, why are they releasing this game? It didn't do good. It didn't do well here. And this is why. They just want people to play the games that's leading up to this big game. Fuck. Arc Systems Works. You're doing it again.
Yeah.
You're taking all my money. You're taking all of my money. And you know what? You can have it. So, next up, in other news, what are they doing? So they also had the next character reveal for Street Fighter V Season 2.
Yeah.
This character is... What are they doing? This character is Abigail.
Yep.
From Final Fight. Now, Abigail is kind of like a mini-boss character in Final Fight. So you're like, oh yeah, cool. You know, different character, someone from Final Fight. That's good representation. And then, I don't know about you. Like, you got to tell me what you think about this, man. But like, once you see him, like first time you see him, you're like, oh man, he's huge, right? That's not the word to describe him. That's not the correct word to describe Abigail. Abigail is enormous, like twice the size of Hugo. It is like ridiculous. So they showed him in action next to Ed, and Ed is kind of short.
Yeah,
but Abigail is like three times taller than Ed. It's like Abigail is so big that it's clear you can't jump over him for cross-ups. They're gone. Like, forget it. You can't do that anymore. And Abigail surprisingly moves very fast for such a big character. And he has counters for his V skill. Kind of, I think like Zangief's V skill is the same as his. But But like he also has like different. He has a low counter, high counter. Oh, we're gonna be getting into counters.
He can also run and then do his like little counter.
I know that for a big person, he can run.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yo,
because he thinks he's a car.
I know, and it's really bad. It's really bad because like in a lot of his moves, he says his name. He refers to himself in the third person. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Are you not on Team Abigail?
No. What? No.
Come on, man.
I'm not. What is this? Like, this is
perfection.
This is not perfection.
This is the perfect male form. You may not be accustomed to it, but this is what perfection looks like.
Yo, this dude is like twice the size of Zangief, both in height and width. Like, what the fuck? Like 2 Zangiefs standing on top of each other.
I want to see a video compilation of every character in the cast throwing Abigail, because it will look glorious.
Yo, that's the thing. I'm not, like, it would make sense to me if you couldn't throw him. He's massive.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking. I'm not exaggerating. Watch the reveal trailer. Watch this video. He is massive.
He's got a maple leaf mohawk. How could you not like Abigail? He thinks he's a car. His intro, he's going like, brrr, like his hands outstretched, like he's has a steering wheel.
And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And because when you first see him, you don't exactly get a sense of the scale of him. Like, you think like, oh, he's just a big guy, you know? Like, his arms are huge. Like, it's just a big dude. So you think he's like the size of Zangief or maybe Hugo. You know, Hugo is a little bigger than Zangief, right?
Yep.
No, like 2 Zangief standing on top of each other.
He is the biggest Street Fighter character ever.
Ever.
Yes.
Ever. Like, he's bigger than some bosses that you would see in like other games. like you see these crazy ass, like huge, massive bosses that you're like, these little character has to fight. He's like bigger than some of those. Like, to scale. Like, what? Oh, what are they doing?
Listen, man, I was like you once. I first saw this and I was disgusted. I'm like, why would you do this, Capcom? But then I've come to learn to love Abigail. I have embraced Abigail. I will pick up Abigail. If not my new main, at least a pocket Abigail. Because, Abigail Abigail has a move called Vroom Vroom. How could you not love Abigail?
Yo, one thing I will say about Abigail, because I don't really love a whole lot about this. Abigail, oh, God. But one thing I will say that's really cool is his critical art. His critical art is really cool, even though I don't know how it makes any sense. But hey, I don't know how his size makes any sense either. But his critical art is like, he takes you and tosses you up in the air and then uses the character as a speed bag. And I'm like, yo, that's awesome. Like, that's really cool to me.
And he buries your head into the ceiling. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, that's fucking dope. And he uses you as a speed bag. I'm like, what? That's dope. But I mean, he can bring you that high to the fucking ceiling. It's like crazy to me.
You know the best news about this?
What's that?
He's out next week.
I know. Yo, we had to wait forever for Colleen and for Ed, but nah, we're getting him immediately.
Yes. They know what's up.
Oh, no, they fucking don't. What the is this? Oh. We had to wait, I think, like a month for Colleen and like a month for Ed. Like a month or like 6 weeks for Ed.
It felt like more because they also had the beta and they're like, okay. Then the beta went away and then like, balances. Okay, still no Ed. Got a few more weeks for Ed. It was crazy.
Like they have pictures here and like, yo, Ed's head is literally at Abigail's crotch. Like, it's like Ed is standing straight and his head is at Abigail's crotch. It's right there. And it's like, How
about that new Metro City stage though?
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
that looks pretty cool. I like the whole Mad Gear, the Mad Gear stuff, and of course you get Abigail's story costume looks pretty tight too. His battle costume looks pretty okay too. His battle costume looks more like he used to look like in Final Fight, but yeah. So we're getting Abigail like tomorrow, like or something. But
July 25th is Abigail Day. I look forward to using Abigail as a hard counter to all the Abigail haters out there.
It wouldn't surprise the hell out of me if he was broken as fuck. Like, it really wouldn't surprise me.
We can hope.
He was broken as hell.
Yeah.
Fuck. But that was quite a bit of news. It was kind of funny. Before going into the next headline, it was kind of funny that that when they showed the trailer live at Evo, like, it seemed like the only person that was happy was Ono, and everybody was kind of like silent. They were like awkward claps.
Oh no, are you serious?
Awkward claps, yo! Like, you got to see this for yourself, people. Like, this, like, are you serious?
Especially after all the other like reveal trailers that happened that day. Ono brings this is like, oh man. But at least I've come to appreciate Abigail. I didn't at first, but the rest of these announcements were fucking bananas.
Yeah, Akuma is the normal one so far. Also, Abigail's inputs look a lot to be like Ed's. So simple button inputs.
Not really. He's got a couple command grabs, like half circles and stuff.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, I have the season pass, so I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Let's go.
I'm gonna get him automatically. But all right. So one of the other big pieces of news that was confirmed at Evo, was like rumored to be premiering at Evo, or at least confirmed at Evo, was Arika's untitled fighting game with the Street Fighter EX characters minus the Street Fighter characters. So it's actually real. There's no title for this game yet, but they revealed more video footage of like matches, of some matches. Without the HUD and stuff like that. But they also revealed 2 returning characters other than the characters that they've already showcased, which are Skullomania and Darun Mister.
Skullomania.
Skullomania was fun. So much fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
Loved him. But yeah, and this trailer actually released at the end of the BlazBlue finals. So this game is real. They're calling it Mysterious Fighting Game. Parentheses title undecided. Close parentheses. So it's going to be only for the PS4, and it's going to be released next year. So yeah,
cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, man.
I like that dude with the pelvic thrust. That is I'm all for that.
Yeah, man. So, in somewhat unpredictable news, you'll get that joke later.
Let's go. And you beat me to it, by the way, you motherfucker.
Oh, you were gonna say predictable? Oh man.
Oh man.
So, I couldn't believe this. So they showcased a video. I think it was during the Tekken finals.
I don't remember. It might have been after.
I think it might have been after. So they showed a trailer for it. They showed a trailer, right? And in this trailer, it's in the Tekken world, and you see like Heihachi sitting in this dojo.
Very reminiscent of the Akuma trailer.
Yeah, very, very much so. And then there's a character that like kicks the door in, and you just see the camera on Heihachi, and Heihachi's like, "Who are you?" Then the character starts laughing, and the camera pans over, and you wouldn't fucking believe this. You're not gonna fucking believe this. It's fucking Geese Howard from King of Fighters. Geese Howard.
Fucking Howard. Holy shit.
Geese Howard from King of Fighters is in Tekken 7?
Mm-hmm.
What? Yo, predictable.
And he looks so good.
Yo, that not only does he look great, but his fighting style seems to fit so well with the Tekken universe. Like, it really does. That was the first thing I was like, yo, that's legit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he fits so well with this universe. You could tell, like, all of his moves just fit really well. So, Geese Howard, that's right. Geese Howard from KOF is going to be in Tekken 7. And people are like, why? It's because Harada has always liked Geese Howard from the get-go. And he's like, I want to put him in the game someday. And, there's his chance.
Oh my God, so good.
Yo, the video is dope, and the video of him countering every single character.
He counters like half the cast of Tekken. It's so good.
They're predictable.
I don't know if you saw the video, but somebody shot some video of the live reaction in the crowd.
Yeah.
Every time he hard counters somebody, predictable from the crowd. Predictable.
Yo, the trailer is dope. You gotta watch it. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Double Reppuken.
The double Reppuken. Yo, Geese Howard. Yo, that's awesome. I thought that was like game breaking shit. Like, that's amazing. That is fucking amazing. I'm like, yo, you have a character from Street Fighter and KOF in Tekken?
Uh-huh.
Why not? Let's do it. Crossovers seem to be the thing that's coming back, the BlazBlue Cross Tag, and then you have like Dragon Ball FighterZ with the fucking, like potential for crossover there. It's like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like that's the name of the game these days. It's like coming full circle again.
So much goodness.
Mid-90s again.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So, man, Geese Howard, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So, yeah. So speaking of Dragon Ball FighterZ, and more news. So they announced a new character, or a character a character that we all kind of knew that was going to be in it. But Future Trunks was announced for Dragon Ball FighterZ. And they actually announced a date for the closed beta. Or no, for the signups for the closed beta. I'm sorry. The closed beta date hasn't been confirmed yet. But they said sometime in the summer. And we don't have much summer left. So hopefully next month or so.
Yeah.
But so signups for the Dragon Ball FighterZ closed beta open up on July 26th. And they didn't announce a time. But you just be damn sure that shit is going to fucking fly away. Like it's gonna be gone in like minutes. So July 26th, which is next week, just be ready to go and sign up for the beta if you really want to play the game. I know I'm going to try to be one of the first fucking people there. Even though I already played the game. I want to play it again.
You selfish motherfucker.
Hey, I want to play it again. And because they're gonna have a newer build. They're gonna have the build with Future Trunks, and they also announced 2 more characters. Again, you know, predictable that the characters would be there. So they announced Piccolo and they announced Krillin for the game as well. Okay. So I'm assuming that they have to announce, since they announced 3 good guys, they have to announce 3 bad guys. You know, that are coming up. But man, the DLC for this is going to be crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy. Arc Systems Works is known for milking DLC like crazy bad.
Yeah. I've seen that firsthand for the first time recently. Yeah. But I really want that long hair Trunks. I'm not a fan of short hair Trunks. Long hair is better.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. Maybe he might be a DLC or a palette swap, like a costume. You know,
I guess, but
might be a costume of him.
We'll see.
But yeah. So far, I think that makes 9 characters announced.
Yep.
So far, and with many, many, many more to go. Like, man, I'm waiting for Goten and Little Trunks, man. I want to use them. I want to use them as 2 of my 3 on the team. You know, and if they could fuse, that'd be into Gotenks. Bring it on. That'd be awesome. But yeah, so yeah, remember July 26th. The beta is going to the signups for the beta is going to be released. So snatch it up because that shit's gone. So in other news regarding Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, one of my favorite characters ever in fighting games is coming to the game, and I'm so glad that they paid attention to this dude. And you see gameplay of him, and I'm like, wow, this almost makes me want to like the game. But you know, I'll still try it out. But yeah, Darkstalker and Jedah from Darkstalkers is coming to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Jedah is probably like one of the coolest character designs I've ever seen in like video games, period. Like, he is so fucking cool. Like, with just from his look to his attitude to like the way he does his moves. Like, he uses his blood to do moves. Like, he rips off his limbs and his head and his wings to do his moves, and his moves are all fucking sick. They look like amazing. And in Vampire Savior and just the fact that he's in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I'm like, oh, okay, my eyebrows raised a little bit more. You know, but so they announced Jedah. If they announced one more character, I'm forgetting who that is.
Gamora.
Right now. Gamora, thank you. They also announced Gamora alongside him. So yeah. So if you're hyped about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I think this is just one more reason to get hyped because Jedah is amazing.
Yeah, they actually had they showed off they had an exhibition at on the stage. I think after Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah, they showed off some gameplay with those new characters.
Yeah. I highly recommend going and playing Darkstalkers 3 or Vampire Savior to play as Jedah. He's not very conventional, but once you get the hang of him, it's all about those setups, yo. Setups are crazy good. So yeah, and in the last bit of news, we're gonna shift gears a lot, and we're gonna talk about Kingdom Hearts 3. So while all the Evo madness was going on in another part of the world, Kingdom Hearts 3 got a new trailer, and it's a very long trailer, and it shows its one of its new worlds that's going to be in the game, and it's going to be the world of Toy Story. Not much more I can say. about the trailer. It's Sora, Donald, and Goofy. They look interesting because they look like toys, which is kind of cool because that's how Kingdom Hearts does with their whole thing, their whole aesthetic. So they look very interesting. And Woody and Buzz are there. It was kind of a little jarring to me. I didn't mind it, but it was a little jarring to me to see like Woody and Buzz in their Japanese voices rather than the voices that they were established with. So I was kind of like, oh, I was like, whoa, okay. So, but it wasn't bad. They actually sounded very alike to like Tom Hanks and Tim Allen.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, they sounded very much alike. Unfortunately, there was nothing translated, so everything was in Japanese, and I couldn't understand a word. So, but I could get some emotion from this.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so this actually marks the first time that there's going to be a Pixar world in the Kingdom Hearts series, and it should be interesting. And also, one of the most important things, I'm not sure if this is actually true. I'm kind of taking this with a grain of salt, but they actually announced a release year. Not a release date, a release year for Kingdom Hearts 3. And it's coming out, supposedly it's coming out next year. They say coming in 2018. So we'll just have to see about that because they've done that before. And well, Final Fantasy 15, you know how that went. So yeah, that's, I think that's it for headlines, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that happened. But yeah, like there's like a lot of stuff that we didn't like talk about too. Like there was side tournaments for like every other fighting game at Evo this year,
like Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Dragon Ball FighterZ, yeah, that was a pretty big side tournament. And people got to play like you got like pros, and a lot more people got to play the build of Dragon Ball FighterZ that was at E3.
Yeah,
and yeah, it seems like people are loving it, and as they should. So yeah, man, that's actually gonna about do it. So I don't know, what'd you think about Evo this year, man? Any last thoughts? Any last comments?
I loved Evo as I usually do every year. I do feel like King of Fighters maybe got short shrift again, just having to complete that tournament one day. I wish they at least had some rest time in between.
I mean, granted, KOF was to me again second best. Like KOF matches were all like heart stopping.
I've never seen high level KOF 14 play like that, but I just like watching it. I love the pace of that game, just the fast paced nature of it, and it looks.
It makes you want to pick it up and play it.
Yeah, I want to get good at that game so I can experience some of that.
Yeah, man, it's great. It's a great game. It's a fantastic game.
But I'm still like, I'm almost scared now for his future because I don't know if it's going to return back next year.
I don't know. I think it depends on like what they do with DLC in the future. Like they don't have really very much planned outside of this year, it seems. So.
Although there was that whole announcement too. I guess we didn't mention it, but Evo Japan is happening soon. That's
right. That's
going to be in January, and I know King of Fighters 14 is definitely going to be there.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if there's going to be a different like crowd of people or different set of players that show up to that tournament rather than.
I mean, honestly though, we got a lot of games coming out next year, man.
Especially from
Arc Systems Works. There's going to be like three. There's going to be like three solid games from them. It seems, and I think it's going to be about time they drop Melee. Yeah, and I think they might drop KOF in favor of like two of those Arc Systems Works games. Because Marvel is going to be replaced by Marvel, and that Street Fighter V is going to stay, and Guilty Gear might make a comeback. I don't know. Guilty Gear might be kind of like on the wayside, but BlazBlue Tag Battle and Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Tekken seems to be riding a wave right now.
Yeah, Tekken's going to be back. Injustice is going to be back too. But I think there's just a lot of games that are coming out that are going to kind of push some games out.
Yeah.
Out with the old and with the new is what they say,
Mm-hmm. But this tournament was insane. Yeah, especially for specifically KOF and Street Fighter V. Just the level of play was bananas.
Yeah, man. I agree with that. Evo was awesome this year. Man, every year it's so good. Every year it's so good. But you know what? I decided something. And I know I decided this before and I didn't follow through with it, but I decided something this year. I'm going to EVO next year.
Yeah.
If it kills me, I'm going. I'm serious. I'm going and I'm going to play to win. It's just a matter of what game.
Yeah.
You know, but most likely I'm actually going to try to really compete seriously in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Okay.
Yeah, Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm going to play to win in that. And hey, if the BlazBlue Tag Battle game is out by that time, then maybe sure. But yeah, Dragon Ball FighterZ, I'm definitely going to try to play to win for that. Man. So
cool. Yeah, I definitely want to go next year as well because I keep putting it off. Need to go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it off any longer. I've got to fulfill. I fulfilled E3. I've got to go to E3. And if I can go back to E3, I'll go to E3 as well next year. But I'm still gonna go right. I'm gonna go right back to the West Coast and go to EVO. Stay for the whole thing, and I want to watch the finals and everything. I want to watch it all.
Yeah, got to be there in person, experience.
I just want to play all these different people. Like play all these fighting games with all these different people. It's just that's what I want to do.
Money match Daigo.
I think maybe I'll play a little bit more before I do that. I'll play a little bit more before I do that.
Just to say you did it.
Yeah, but I mean, why can't I just like play him for free? Like it'd be an honor, Daigo-san, Daigo-senpai. But yeah, man, but I'm going to EVO next year for sure.
Yeah,
unless something crazy happens, I'm gonna be there.
Got to make that pilgrimage.
Yeah, man, I do. Just like San Diego Comic-Con. That's happening this weekend, actually.
Oh, Jesus.
And, but yeah, I gotta go. I have to go to EVO.
Oh, this is like a weird tangent, but did you happen to see there was, I guess, a Tekken player who was cosplaying as Brian Fury?
No.
Oh, you didn't see him? The cosplay was fantastic, but at one point he was on stream on the stage at one point, and he had a prop steel girder that he tossed to the side. I was like, oh my god, this guy is on next level shit.
Yeah, he's like exact.
Yeah.
He's like exact. He's like extra with it. That's cool.
Yeah, it was great.
That's really cool.
But yeah, man. EVO, man. EVO's too good.
Yeah, man. Gotta make the pilgrimage.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta make the pilgrimage. But yeah, all right. So I guess that's gonna about do it for our annual EVO episode. We've done 4 of these so far. Yeah, because when we started the show, it was like our 7th episode or something that we did the EVO in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so another EVO episode done, and another EVO event done, and it was awesome once again. And I can't wait till next year. I can't wait to report live. Yeah, I don't know. I think my goal would just be to make it out of pools, man.
Yeah,
like I don't want to just stay. I don't want to get drowned in there. And I know I'm just gonna have to step my game up supremely for that.
It'll be tough.
Yeah, it'll be tough, but it's okay. It's a long road. Have 1 year to get better. But yeah,
cue the montage.
Yeah, so. Yeah, man. Oh man, that would be awesome if 1 year later, it'd be like, all right, montage time. What have you been doing the past year to prepare for this? But
getting hip tossed by Geese Howard.
Predictable.
Just over and over again.
Oh my god.
Oh, good.
Abigail.
Yes.
Fuck.
Abigail, hype train. Let's go.
No. Abigail. He says his name when he does some moves. He's like, Abigail.
Yes. Vroom, vroom, bitches.
Abigail. Abigail.
Yeah.
Fuck. What? So, all right, we're done. So, before we go to innercitygeeks.com. If you haven't been there already, it's where we're located, where we have a bunch of stuff sometimes regarding everything geek. You can view / listen to our episodes and or subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can also view and listen to our episodes. The channel's Good Games, and we have some of the older episodes on there as well, so you can go back and listen to some of the stuff maybe leading right up to this one. You can also listen to us on iTunes, where you can leave us a review. It's the best thing that you can do for us. Whether you like the show, whether you don't like the show, just let us know what you're thinking, and we can, stay the same or improve in some way, shape, or form. You can also listen to us where all podcasts are available. And I also want to encourage everyone that if you are already on InnerCityGeeks.com, that there's going to be an Amazon banner on the right-hand side of the page. If you click that, it'll take you to Amazon.com. Sure, there's stuff that you might want to buy from there. So if you do happen to buy, when you link from Inner City Geeks, whatever you buy, some of that will kick back towards us so we can provide more show and more content just for you. You can reach us all on all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Inner City Geeks. You can reach this show on Twitter at Good Game Podcast. You can also email us at goodgamespodcast@gmail.com. We actually read our emails, so, reach out. Don't be afraid. And we actually respond back. So, and actually, that is gonna about do it for us this time around. And another one in the books, yo. Until next year. And
Emo Hype Train, let's go for next year.
For next year, 2018. So, we're gonna say goodbye. And in leaving, as always, we say, good games, everybody.
Good games.
Yeah. Chemical catalyst rattling, never hazardous. Subdued by all my memories, but never been a pacifist. So quick to put up the fist. It's hard to resist, but I just might lose control. So shoot, and I never do miss. I gotta take risk if I wanna have it all. So let go of the poison, the venom. I'm sending. The voices are spinning with the visions already. Got the pictures of my prophecy. Develop my philosophy. Woke up in the morning, told the world to get back off of me. Yeah, and still the nightmares creeping up at night. I'm a fragment in the mirror, seeing black and white. Like who is me and who is gonna take me over? My soul is my soul in the eyes of the beholder. Yeah, and now there's darkness in the chaos. Try to see the light, hope the positives will pay off. Ain't no time for stressing when the time is of this essence. Take these two fists and swing them back into your direction. Woo! Cause that's the way I got it. And don't the sound of doom always sound so melodic. Looking to the future, know the end is coming near. Even though I'm standing tall in the face of all this fear. Clear, busy serving life like a sentence. Gotta stay strong, that's the reason I'm so vicious. A barking dog, take it all, never fall. You ringing for the champ, and I'm the one who get the call. So let me tell you a little something about this life. You can commit to the game and you can commit to fight. But the thing is that with every passing of the night, nobody actually makes it out of this world alive. So what you gotta do is put your powers to the test. Time is passing, so you better spend your time the best. So who you gonna be when the reaper come knocking? Actions speak louder than words, so stop talking. Yeah, so watch me break out of this cage. I fight now, I want change. Yeah, and it's the passing of the days. So get back and just get up out my way. Yeah, so watch me break out of this cage. I fight now, I want change. Yeah, and it's the passing of the days. So get back and just get up out my way. Woo! Chemical catalyst rattling, never hazardous. Subdued by all my memories, but never been a pacifist. So quick to put up the fist. It's hard to resist, but I just might lose control. So shoot, and I never do miss. I gotta take risk if I wanna have it all. So let go of the poison, the venom. I'm sending. The voices are spinning with the visions already. Got the pictures of my prophecy. Develop my philosophy. Woke up in the morning, told the world to get back off of me. Yeah, and still the nightmares creeping up at night. I'm a fragment in the mirror, seeing black and white. Like who is me and who is gonna take me over? My soul is my soul in the eyes of the beholder. Yeah, and now there's darkness in the chaos. Try to see the light, hope the positives will pay off. Ain't no time for stressing when the time is of this essence. Take these two fists and swing them back into your direction. Woo! Cause that's the way I got it. And don't the sound of doom always sound so melodic. Looking to the future, know the end is coming near. Even though I'm standing tall in the face of all this fear. Clear, busy serving life like a sentence. Gotta stay strong, that's the reason I'm so vicious. A barking dog, take it all, never fall. You ringing for the champ, then I'm the one who get the call. So let me tell you a little something about this life. You can commit to the game and you can commit to fight. But the thing is that with every passing of the night, nobody actually makes it out of this world alive. So what you gotta do is put your powers to the test. Time is passing, so you better spend your time the best. So who you gonna be when the reaper come knocking? Actions speak louder than words, so stop talking. So watch me break out of this cage. I fight now, I want change. Yeah, and it's the passing of the days. So get back and just get up out my way. So watch me break out of this cage. I fight now, I want change. Yeah, and it's the passing of the days. So get back and just get hazardous. Subdued by all my memories, but never been a pacifist. So quick to put up the fist. It's hard to resist, but I just might lose control. So shoot, and I never